Well, the increasing number of atrocities against women, the growing number of rapes over the past few weeks have shocked us all. If you are active on the social media, you would have seen a campaign, "Will you marry a rape victim?" Now we are asking Bengalurians the same question, and here are the responses.
You must have seen an online campaign carried out by a group whether a person would agree to marry a rape victim. Getting inspired from this very campaign, we asked a few Bengalurians what they had to say when they were asked the same question. Let's find out.
So we were out on the streets of Bengaluru to find out what the men of our city think, and we got some really shocking responses. Will you let your son marry a rape victim?
No, definitely not. No.
Would you be okay with marrying a rape victim?
No.
So would you be okay with marrying a rape victim?
No.
So would you marry a rape victim?
No, madam.
So would you marry a rape victim?
No, madam.
Never. No.
Why so?
Well, there are various reasons for it. Everybody is responsible for their own lives. So every girl should be responsible for her life also. She should protect herself. She should protect herself from being raped or such cases. No, I don't say that she is at fault, but they should take sufficient precautions also. That's my view on it.
Quite because the family might issue. It's not about me also, it's about the families, uniting the families. So it might be a problem as well. So that's the thing.
Actually, they to have their own view ideas to be their partner. So as we have enjoyed our life, they too have to enjoy their life from the beginning.
It depends upon the society where we live in, because in India is not a particularly in a urban area, it's not a practice to go for it.
Yes, we were left shocked as you are. They need to enjoy their life from the beginning? Like seriously? But then all was not that bad. We found some, in fact quite a number of heroes in Namma city. Meet the heroes.
All rights what other women have. So there should not be any problem in marrying, and every person should think like that.
So definitely, I will not have any objection.
Yeah, why not? Because it's not her fault, right? It's not anything, wrong to marry a rape victim.
Yeah, I'll be okay with marrying a rape victim.
Yeah, it's okay with marrying a rape victim.
At the end of the day, it's the person that matters. It's their personality, and if I like them for who they are, then their past is not something that would bother me.
Yeah, of course, why not? I think it's all about love. As I'm concerned, I think it's pretty much fine with me.
Yes, I will.
Yes, probably.
She had to encounter such a case, and obviously I would be okay with marrying a rape victim.
Yeah, if I'm in love with the person and if she has had to endure something like that, I wouldn't give up on that. I mean, obviously it's not the fault of the victim.
She's got fixed into that. So it depends on the situation. So if my son is okay, I'm okay. It's like giving a new life.
I think we should not even call them as victims. Be forgetting that and be a part of the society. So I think if my son is going for that, and I think I should appreciate him for doing that. So.
Yeah, okay.
What about you, sir?
Okay, madam. Okay. No, it depends on my son, because what he takes a decision, that is very important. There should be mutual understanding between them.
Yeah, yes, no problem. Yeah.
Why not? It's absolutely his wish, and it's not victim's fault. We have no issues. Yeah, absolutely no issues.
If there is good friendship and love, then why not? I mean, that's the most important thing for the marriage, more than like her past or whatever happened. So yeah, I guess why not?
Yeah, surely if someone who is very close to me or someone who is known to me facing these things and all, surely I would help her some or the other way from my side.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think there is nothing wrong.
Yes, of course.
Would you be okay with your son marrying a rape victim?
Absolutely, because that would not be the fault of the girl. So why should the girl suffer? I mean, I would have encouraged him definitely.
What about you, sir?
Sure.
You would?
Definitely, if my son likes the girl, and it's not her fault, so why not?
Well, we must say we were quite pleasantly surprised at these reactions. And now we are asking you the same question. Will you marry a rape victim? Do text us and let us know. Nivedana Prabhu for News 9 Bengaluru.
Well, you too can join us or watch the special discussion that we have on the same topic at 6 p.m. today. Moving on to some other news now. An Indian fashion photographer has come under fire from the social media for a photo shoot that depicts a woman getting gang raped. The photo shoot is eerily similar to the Bravehearts gang rape in Delhi. The photographer said that he was making a point on women's empowerment that horribly backfired. The photo shoot, titled The Wrong Turn, featuring model Jitin Gulati among others, has caused a massive uproar on social media sites like Facebook and Twitter. Well, these are the pictures that have been put up on a blog which was shared on social media and severely criticized by several Twitteratis as well as Facebook enthusiasts. The models took part in this particular shoot that depicted the gang rape that has practically changed the way the country views rape victims and has even brought about new and stricter laws. It was a revolution of sorts in the country as soon as the Delhi gang rape had come to light, and now we have a photographer trying to belittle the entire incident and practically insult the victim by carrying out a photo shoot like this one. And well, the creator of well-known Indian comic character Chacha Chaudhary, cartoonist Pran Kumar Sharma, has breathed his last. Pran was the man behind the famous comic series Chacha Chaudhary. Pran passed away after reportedly suffering from cancer for a long time. Pran began his career in 1960 as a cartoonist for the Delhi-based newspaper Milap with a comic strip Dabu. In 1969, he sketched Chacha Chaudhary for the Hindi magazine Lokpot, which made him famous. And Chacha Chaudhary was iconic along with Sabu as well as Pinky. And his character of a know-it-all grandpa had certainly hit the right note among readers from all age groups. My colleague Arun joins us with more details on this. Well, Arun, one of the most iconic cartoonists, no more.
That's right, Nishita. In fact, he was the equivalent. Remember, for a lot of people who did not have access to information or entertainment at one point of time in their life, Pran Kumar Sharma was the best answer to the global onslaught of cartoonists, and he was our own homegrown cartoonist, if one could use that phrase. Although, remember, Chacha Chaudhary initially came out in Hindi, it became so popular that it even got made into movies, etc. But clearly, the rustic humor in Chacha Chaudhary was made famous by Pran Kumar Sharma, and he is credited to have actually given shape to this particular cartoon. He was the equivalent, Indian equivalent of perhaps somebody like a Superman or a Batman or Spider-Man, because he depicted heroism through his brain and not merely by looks or anything else. Because remember, Superman, Batman and Spider-Man are supposed to be people who have extraordinary muscle power, so to speak. So clearly this was something which was of a special kind of a gift that he gave millions of Indians, and the fact that he died of cancer leaves behind quite a big void in the Indian cartoon scene, because remember, there are very few and far between cartoonists of national repute. So this is a major loss. In fact, he was also given in 2001 a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Indian Institute of Cartoonists. So clearly a major loss. One hopes that his existence would now inspire more and more people to be taken to this job of cartoonists, because remember, this is a very, very specialized niche. It was in an era where you didn't have the modern editing tools like computer and software packages. It was all done by hand. It was a very unique kind of a trend that he left behind, and made more extremely friendly by the fact that Chacha Chaudhary appealed to one and all, Nishita.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for speaking to us, Arun. Well, there we have it, Pran Kumar Sharma, the man behind the famous cartoon Chacha Chaudhary, Billu, as well as Pinky and Sabu is now no more. Moving on now, actress Srijata Day and her cousin were robbed on the Western Express Highway near Mumbai. The two had met for dinner at a dhaba close to the highway and were returning to Srijata's Mira Road home when the attackers struck. The incident is said to have taken place at around 12:30 a.m. and when they were travelling in an auto rickshaw. A car reportedly stopped in front of their auto and 3 men stepped out and slapped the auto driver and attacked her cousin. While one man snatched her phone and the other two attacked the actress and took away her phone. The night's horror did not end for the two girls, who had to witness police apathy as well. It is said that the cops did not do much to help the actress retrieve her phone. And while Sonia Gandhi's dream project, the Food Security Bill, was on the verge of being implemented, the BJP has now stalled it, saying that it wants to take a relook at the bill.
The dream project of UPA, the Food Security and Standard Law, was supposed to be implemented by August 4th, but BJP has stalled it. The bill was passed in both the houses and was to be implemented on August 4th. The bill was brought by UPA in 2006, but it took several years for it to be passed. The reason given by BJP is that they want to review the bill again, which they are planning to do so by setting up a commission. The bill will be reformed according to the report submitted by the committee, and only then will it be implemented.
The government in its wisdom has decided to have a comprehensive bill, and there were certain, you can say, shortcomings or questions that the government faced with regard to various states, which is why the government wants to take everybody on board, so the rollout is effective and it reaches everybody, and the last person who actually needs it is covered in it.
This bill was Sonia Gandhi's dream project. It was presented by the National Advisory Council in 2005. The aim of the bill was to give food security to the citizens of the country and to avoid food adulteration. Congress has targeted BJP for again delaying the bill.
See, this food security bill is the right of food which was given by the UPA government, by the Congress government to the poor people of this country, and now this government is trying to dilly-dally it by making it some of the other excuses. Is very unfortunate. The government should not dilly-dally. It should give the right of the poor food, which is food, to the people without any delay.
The bill will, in all likelihood, come into effect next year. Will the Congress Party's dream project ever come into being? Only time will tell. Sanjay Dikshit, News 9, New Delhi.
And well, it is a happy occasion for KPCC President, but his supporters seem to be using the occasion to target the Chief Minister. Here's a look.
KPCC President K. Parameshwar is celebrating his 67th birthday today. Though it is a matter of celebration, it's being seen as a stage for a lot of discussion among Congress circles. The chorus for including Parameshwar in Siddaramaiah cabinet is only growing strong. His fans want to use this as an opportunity to pressurize other leaders for the same. Celebrations in palace grounds. The program to celebrate his birthday is slated to take place at 4 in the evening. A number of dignitaries, including monks and achievers from across the spectrum, have been invited. But interestingly, MLAs have not been extended any formal invitation. Having said that, it is a foregone conclusion that MLAs supporting him will be in full attendance. There are high chances that MLAs and ministers attending the celebration will vouch their support for Parameshwar's inclusion in the cabinet. One must also remember that this will not be an easy morsel for Siddaramaiah to swallow. That is precisely because the celebration will be used as an opportunity by anti-Siddaramaiah group to exhibit their power. But talk to Parameshwar about this and he chooses to be neutral.
ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಕೂಡ ಆಚರಣೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡವರಿಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಬಡವರಿಗೆ ಸೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಅವರು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ನಾನು ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
On the other hand, CM Siddaramaiah refuses to see this as an exercise to sideline him. On the eve of the celebrations, Siddaramaiah chose to wish him and not read between the lines.
ಅವ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಶುಭ ಕೋರಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ನಾಳೆ ನಾ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಇವತ್ತೇ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್
ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಬ್ಬದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೋರಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ.